94.8. What do you think about that, Lou?
I reckon you're the biggest boy.
Lucy's not wrong, you know. That is the highest weigh-in I've had yet. 94.8. Some of you might say, Dave, you're eating slides, mate. They are like foamy and they weigh nothing. They're like literally made to weigh nothing. Anyways, that means everything's going well. Yesterday I hit that 280 for 5 on deadlifts. Today we've got push day. My push days are bodybuilding, so I don't actually bench press anymore. I used to bench and then I literally had like a string, one after another, after another, after another, after another, just bad session, back to back, back to back. And I thought, you know what, screw this, mate, there's no point in doing this. I moved on to deadlifts. So I'm gonna do deadlifts now, and probably later on, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get like the drive back, for either a squat or a bench, and then I'll be onto another movement that's gonna be interesting and exciting for me. But for now, my push day is completely new, completely bodybuilding based, and like training that I've never done in my life. Like I've never done like the way I train push now, never ever done it. It's literally all machines, which is kind of crazy because I've always been a guy that's been like into free weights and stuff like that. But because of this new gym and because of the equipment they have there, I'm able to do a push day with just machines, and I feel like it's absolutely amazing. Like everything is stimulated to the max. It's just gas. Actually, speaking of, I'm lying a little bit, but one of the machines I'm gonna change out today because I've been running that machine for a few weeks and it's gone a bit stale on me. So I'm gonna change the machine for a free weight. Also, can you hear I've got a cold. I actually have a stuffy nose. Do you reckon it's from deadlifts? Anyways, if you haven't liked the video yet, give it a like. I'm gonna make some breakfast real quick. Lucy's showering. I'm gonna go and throw cold water on her. I'll be right back. Sheesh, I'm about to go broke. I just ordered. I've ordered 600 t-shirts, all right? So they look like, this is the light gray one, this is the black one, bosh. More black ones than the light gray ones. I think it's just a preference thing, right? Like more people are gonna want the black ones. But the light gray looks amazing. I'm gonna prefer the light gray one definitely because it just looks like the light on the white looks sick. They're gonna be coming in like a month or so, month and a bit, because it takes time to make them. It takes like 20 something days, and then to ship them takes another like 10 days. So that's what it's gonna look like. Oh, crazy, by the way. We've got custom tags, so like everything it's my own, right? So the t-shirt's gonna have a custom like neck label. Then it's gonna have a custom tag hanging out of it. Obviously the design is custom. Then we have custom packaging. What else is there? The little tag that explains to you like how to wash it and stuff. That's gonna have my logos on it and everything. Basically, it's gonna be amazing. It's exactly what I've wanted this whole time. I've wanted like complete control over what the quality of the t-shirt is, how thick it is, how it sits, the sleeve length, the fucking everything length. I've got control over everything like that, so I've made it like as good as I can possibly fucking make it, so I'm really happy about that. And it's like the design is amazing, so you guys are gonna fucking love it. It's gonna be sick. They're oversized and they're like acid wash. It's gonna look sick. It's gonna look sick. What can I say? It's gonna look sick. It's gonna look sick. It's gonna look sick. It's gonna look sick. What do you think? What do you think, Mrs. fucking Office?
They look alright. I'm joking, they're literally gas. Guns to my head. No, they're actually pretty cool. Why aren't you saying anything? Literally, okay, the t-shirt quality is like thick and nice, okay? I tried it myself. Please, Dave.
Back to the grind.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, mind you.
Maybe.
I'm actually so gassed about these tops that are gonna come because it's like, and I literally just said it. But like the fact that everything's like custom, and me and my friend went crazy on that design. Like it looks insane. It's just like this is what I've been like. It's the same as like what I made like here, right? I had complete control over everything. So the formula, the design, the size of the tub, everything. I have control over everything. The way you receive it, in what box, I have control over all of that. And now, like with the clothing, I've wanted to do clothing for the longest time, and now I'm gonna be able to, and I have control over everything. So I can proudly like be like, this is exactly how I wanted it to be. That is exactly how I wanted it to be placed. In what bag, with what tag, and like when you receive it, it's like you can see that it was made properly. I'm just excited because I never half-assing stuff is not for me, right? You know what I mean? Like I never wanted to half-ass the pre-workout. That's why it's called Overdrive. That's why it's fucking maxed out with all the like, what's it called? The ingredients. The packaging is sick. We've done a revamp of the packaging. So this is the old packaging, and after some time, this packaging wasn't doing it. Like for me, I was like, oh, we should do a redesign because honestly, it looks a bit like, it doesn't look good enough for like what we're capable of now. So we did a little redesign. The blue raspberry flavor, it's even better than that design. Then the pub formula is even better of a design. Oh, you know what? I just love like progress. That's all I like. I just love it. Like in the gym, outside of the gym, I just love progress. And if you're not progressing somewhere every day, you're wasting your time, right? If you're not progressing, I feel like if I'm not making progress, just a little bit like forward sometime every day, then I'm standing still and going backwards. All right, in a bit, boys.
Out here, just my face.
Lucy lifts with a goofy R lens. Look at this. Go on.
Look how massive this lens is.
It's crazy. Like, look, 1 second. Let me just see it from the side.
Yeah.
The camera itself is like tiny.
Yeah, it's like a little dinky camera,
And then the
just like
lens
a massive
is
lens.
huge.
It's not even worth it.
What
Because
do you
I hold it like this, and my face is like cropped in.
Also,
Like
where'd you get
this.
that camera from?
mpb.com, I think it is.
Not the Bank of Dave Trains.
It was a birthday present.
Yeah, it's nice. How nice of me, huh?
Yeah, you make it sound as if you just bought it.
Bro's
for me.
literally got guns to her head
You
24/7.
literally bought me a birthday present. I buy you birthday presents too. Can you open up
Not
the
that
fruit?
expensive.
Open up the fruit.
Yo, welcome to my new push session that you've actually never ever seen, and that I've changed because I switched gyms and now I do bodybuilding type training for my push days. I start off with a flat press machine, and I've had questions, why not incline? The reason is because the flat press will hit your entire pec anyways. I've never struggled to have like a big upper pec, and a flat press just feels like more natural for me. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, it just feels more natural. But I do 4 sets of this. I do 1 top set and then 3 back offs. So the 1 top set, I just go crazy on it basically, try to improve on that, and then on the back offs, I try to improve on those as well, but they're not as important as a top set. And on the back offs, it's not that they're not important, you know what I mean. And then on the back offs, I also take it a little bit slower, a little bit more controlled, you know what I mean, right? Same sort of style of training that I would do for my bench press, just for a bodybuilding machine, which is like a close grip, and it converges as well. So that way, like, Jesus Christ, I kid you not, the first time I ever used it was like, I got on it and I pressed and I was like, whoa! Because I've never used a machine that converges or anything like that. I was like, wow, this is magic. It was just insanely in my pecs, and it feels amazing. So I do that. I do, like I said, 4 sets, 1 top set, 3 back offs, of anywhere between like 12 and 15 reps, usually, and then I up the weight. And then on my last set, I do a drop set. So as you can see, I'm doing 3 plates and a 15. Then I take off the 15 and one of the plates, do a drop set, as many reps as I can, right? To like technical failure. I'm not gonna start like trying to like bend over and do that, because you shouldn't be. Ideally, you wanna go to technical failure instead of actual failure, because if you're going to actual failure, you're gonna start twisting and turning and you might injure yourself. And I don't wanna do that, right? So, drop set there. Nice, slow and controlled, just as many reps as I can, really trying to feel it in my chest. As I press here, I like to think about bringing my head back, as if I'm going through the seat like this, and then my scapula retracted. So as I go down, I retract my scapula, like actively retract my scapula, and then as I press, I let my scapula naturally unretract. What is it called? Protract, sorry, right? So as you go down, retract your scapula, so you want to bring your shoulder blades back, and then on the way up, easy, let your shoulders protract. That way you get the most activation in your chest. Bosh, mate. Then I did shoulder press, seated shoulder press. I think I'm gonna set this up in a rack next time. I did 4 sets of this, 4 sets of 8 to 10. I'm gonna set it up in a rack next time because the seat feels a little bit awkward and the unrack is a little bit awkward here as well. Which, yeah, I just saw it. I was like, okay, I'll try it, because the dumbbells in this gym, for some reason, like they just don't feel nice to press with. I've tried like incline pressing, flat pressing, shoulder pressing. They just don't feel nice. So I just did the barbell shoulder press because I'm sick of the machine I used. It just feels like I'm working against it. But here on the overhead press, I just think about leaning down with my elbows. So sort of like, you don't want to be pressing like out here, like really out here like this. It can cause some issues in your shoulder. So as you go down, just think about bringing your elbows in as much as you can. That should keep your shoulders a little bit safe. Then chest flies, 4 sets of those, 12 to 15, higher reps, right? And on here, I think about keeping my scapula retracted. As I go out, I retract my scapula. As I come in, I protract my scapula. And I think about bringing the insides of my elbows in towards each other. So as I go out like this. And then as I go in, I'm thinking about elbows together, as if I'm gonna go like this, right? Obviously I can't do that because my hands are gonna get in the way, but if I could go like this, I would, right? You see what I mean? Then lateral raises. This lateral raise machine is literally the best thing I've ever used. Like cables doesn't come close, dumbbells don't come close. 4 sets of 12 to 15 on those with the drop set at the end. Then I finished off with 1 tricep movement, 4 sets of 10 to 12, And that was the end of my session. And I was looking pretty big at the end, which, always a bonus, boys. If you're not subscribed and you haven't liked the video yet, come on, mate. Now you can just do it. Wow, usually, right, after such a crazy session like yesterday, after the deadlift session, I would have been smoked completely today. And I think the reason why I wasn't so smoked, and that's the reason why I was able to have an incredible session, is because I didn't do multiple sets of deadlifts. I only did that one set, and I was like, I'm not going to be silly, and I'm actually just going to like leave it and be recovered for tomorrow, and then for the next week's event, this week's event, where I can lift. So I'm really happy that I didn't do any stupid sets, and then I went sort of like easy on the legs. But today was such a good session. I hit PR on the chest press. I did a new overhead press movement. I think I PR'd on the chest flies, and I PR'd on the lateral raises, which is amazing. That means that we're on the way up, along with the bulk. You know what that means? That means I want to make some gains. I need to sneeze so bad. Fuck! Alright, bless me. I'll see you guys in a bit. I think me and Lucy need to go shopping, grab some food. So we'll see you when we're there. Alright, we're back home. Went shopping, got everything we needed. I couldn't get any steaks, which is really annoying me. So no steaks for me right now. We're gonna go shopping later. To pick up some steaks, but I need a post-workout meal, so I'm gonna have 15% steak mince, which is gonna be okay. I looked for 20%, but they didn't have steak mince; they had regular mince, and I just want a higher quality of meat, so I got some steak mince, 15%. I'm gonna have 200 grams of that. That's gonna be actually probably like 250 grams of that. That should be 500 calories plus the Rice Krispies. Should be the same as my steak meal, which is it should make it around 1,300 calories. So. Gonna cook that up, gonna have some ketchup with it as well. I was gonna add a few extra calories. I'm not gonna track those because I don't track ketchup. There's no point unless I'm having like ketchup with chips and I'm having like 100 grams of ketchup with like the half a kilo of chips. Then it makes sense to track it because it's like 100 calories or something. But a little bit on my food, extra calories for the bulk, right? But gonna get this down me. Gonna cook it up. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, I've cooked it up. I've got a bowl here, 3 packs of rice, 250 grams of 15% mince, 2 Rice Krispie squares. And then I'm gonna lather ketchup on the food. If you can, by the way, another little tip from me. If you can get sauces on your food, that's gonna make food go down so much easier because it's harder to get food down if it's not super wet, right? So if you get the food as wet as possible, you can even throw in like veggies to help yourself. So stuff like tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce. Although it might bulk it out a little bit, it gets it wet enough for you to just like spoon, bite, swallow, because it's not like it's not just sitting in your mouth. You don't have to chew and chew and chew and chew, because the longer you take to eat your food, the harder it's gonna get to eat. Another tip, don't get distracted. So go on YouTube, play a video, and eat, and then like put the fork down, and then just like go on your phone and be like, oh, what's happening on TikTok today, right? Just like if you're gonna have food, have the food in front of you, play something, eat it, keep the spoon or fork in your hand, and have it in your hand until you finish eating it. Have some water on the side, helps it go down. Also, remain hydrated at all times. Bulk successfully, all right? I'm here, I'm showing you how I do it. I do this every single day, and I've figured out all the tricks of the trade. That's the plan. Gonna eat this up. I'll see you boys in a sec. All right, boys, 2 in the morning. The plan is, I need to get in my 5,000 calories. I've had 3,600 or 3,500.
And there's no steaks in the house.
There's no steaks in the house? Because we went to Tesco's, there weren't any steaks. I'm not having any more minced beef and rice because that makes me want to end it all. I'm not having chicken and rice. I'm not having that because it's not going to be enough calories. All right, so I've cooked up. I haven't cooked up. I'm going to cook up. So the plan is 6 eggs, and then I'm going to have 4 pieces of back bacon and 2 bagels. That meal should be 1,400 calories. Something like that. 1 second. I can tell you exactly how many calories it's going to be. It is going to be 1,400 calories, yeah. And that's going to put me at 5,000 calories for the day.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I was going to say, instead of just like, when you have like 1 less egg and then just like add some cheese into your eggs.
What I'm going to tell you is that I'm not hungry and I'm not looking forward to this meal, and that is the end of the video as well, because I'm going to go to sleep afterwards. I love you. I hope you guys had a good time.
Love you guys.
Sleep well.
Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe.
See you in the next video, which is literally tomorrow.